Hi guys, this is Drew on the channel. In today's video, I'll go through a tutorial and quick guidance on the all-new Peugeot panoramic i-Cockpit. This particular system is currently available on the New Zealand version Peugeot 5008 and 3008. In the overseas market, you may find different settings and potentially different features here and there, but the overall logic of how to operate most things are going to be similar. Anyway, the best way for you to go through this video is to use the timestamps down below on YouTube to skip forward if you wish to. As always, if you found my video helpful, the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like. Now let's get started. Alright, this is how the screen looks like on the all-new Peugeot 5008. It's got a beautiful panoramic i-Cockpit on the top, which is 21-inch. First thing, let's talk about the quick toggle screen over here. This screen, there are two different screens, swipe left, swipe right. 10 of the different toggles can be selected. And this is the permanent home screen on the right, which directs us to the first screen on this panel. To go into any specific screens, if you go on to the navigation, climate, media, that's all possible directly pressing these icons. You can also change the layout of these icons if you wish to. Let's say we're under the home screen, and we can find under the home screen, you get navigation, climate control and things like that. Over here, I do not want to do the media. So I can press and hold until these circles comes up. That means I can select one of these options on this screen at the moment. That goes home, work, 20 degrees or 20 degrees on the driver's side. If you do not want it, that's totally fine. You can then cancel it by pressing the home button, swipe right, and let's go to the drawer or things, press and hold again, wait for this full circle to go everything, then you can select one of the highlighted area. Let's say I do not want the media over here, I can do settings. That means this is now changed to settings. Again, you can have other things on different angles, different things on certain menus. You can also go to the application drawer to quickly find all the information over here. So let's say, click the settings again, wait for that to come up. You can then select media. Just like that, the media is now back to the toggle screen. So you can do many things. Let's say you don't want the mirror screen to be on the left side, you can move it to the right side by pressing and holding one of the functions to then select them onto one of the graphics. So you can do for all 10 of them to your personalizations. Now the next thing is how to personalize your dashboard along with your media screen over here. So what you need to find the settings. You can again use the toggle screen to go to the settings, or find somewhere on the screen to go to your settings. Under the settings, you can go to customization. Just over here, you can then customize these two screens under the display customization. Just click here, you can find the display customization. If it's really hard, or if at some point you cannot find the customization menu and things like that, there is also another way. Just under one of these three sliders or more slider screens, just click one of the icons. Let's say I'm going to click media and then wait for the circle to finish. Now also go directly to customize screen. Alright, under the customize screen, let's talk about the driver information first. Click the driver information. You can see 5 different menus we can select. Remember, this particular menu is not going to be available while you are driving, so I do recommend to set this up before you get on the road. Over here you can have 2, 3, and then 5, and all that things again. So you cannot add pages anymore since this is the max pages already, but you can delete one of the page. Let's say I do not want the first screen to show power and things like that. I can push and hold, I can then drag it to delete. Now the first screen is now gone. So under the first screen, if nothing has been personalized, this is how the screen will look like. Just basically your driving information or adaptive cruise control information, speed sign, speedo in the center, Peugeot logo underneath, handbrake, seatbelt functions, and some assisted driving features with the odometer and range empty. So very simple. But if you choose to add anything on the left, on the right, you can click the plus icon. When you do the plus icon, you also see all the informations. You can see longer ones and shorter ones. The smaller ones, that means you can do one for the right, do one for the left. But if you do a longer one, which takes up the whole places, that's gonna show just one across the bars. Click here, you can see the RPM is on the right, that's gonna be full display. But then press and hold, delete it, and then plus RPM on the right, then you can see RPM is on the right, left is not yet. Again, press over here, then you can maybe choose energy, you might be able to choose media, you might be able to choose navigation. Do remember, you can see navigation is across the big bars over here, so right now you've selected the one on the right, you cannot select the big one anymore, you can only select the small one. I can do onboard computer, so that means you can see this, right, left, is all personalized. Remember, no matter how you personalize everything, this odometer of your total driving kilometers is always going to be displayed over here, and then the range to empty with your fuel tank is always going to be there, and then your Peugeot logo, speedo, gear control, cruise control settings, speed signs, seatbelt, they are all going to be permanent over there. So that means once you finish, you can do number 2, and you can do number 3. Remember, if you do not want that to be displayed like this, drag, delete, personalize left and right. You have so many options you can personalize, so you can do whatever under one of your favorite screens. So there are 5 to choose and 5 to personalize. That's how to set your driver display up for the driver side. Now let's go back to 1 to set it back to the number 1. And once you finish that, go home. You can also save all your changes, by the way. If you click do not save, that means all we did before is not going to be saved. Otherwise, click save, then you can save at everything. Now that's been done, let's go to the customized touch screen. So customized touch screen is basically about this side of the screen. Right now you can see there are 3 pages available. Swipe left and right, you can see the customized pages. Again, you can change these pages or you can add more pages. Click over here, you can add additional page. Once you add additional page, you'll notice all these plus signs. That means you can add any of the functions, any of the bars on the center screen and on the home screen. So you can do ADAS system, you can do climate control, you can do user mode app, you can do the application drawer, you can do the radio, you can do the mirror screen, you can do navigation, phone, seat options, settings, whatever that's available on your vehicle. Let's say on the left, I wanted the vehicle to show me media. You can see these bars is larger than those things. That means it's taken off both top 4 bars and 4 places. Now I can do a small one on the top. Maybe I'll just save others on the right. Then this one will just save to the right. You can also press and drag to the second one, or press and drag again to the last one. So that's also possible. Now I want to do another thing over here, maybe the air conditioning menu. So I can do just this one. So that means that air conditioning menu takes up that places. And then maybe here I can do application drawer. So just one touch. And then let's create a couple more. Navigation. And maybe the phone connection buttons over here. So there we go. We've done this customized screen for the 4th screen. You can again add a bit more or simply delete the page if you like. So that's also possible. Now over here under the default setting personalized screens, you can also change the layout of each ones. Press and hold, you can drag it left and right. If I go right, now shift to my side, shift to the further side. Of course, if I want to delete one of these, click and drag to delete. That's also possible. You can add pages and add widgets too. So that's again possible. And I can just add a couple more. Whatever I like, whatever I want, I can do whatever I want for all these personalized pages. Now, once you have saved all your personalized pages or touchscreens, go back. Make sure you click save. So that's now all done under the save menu. So click home now. You can see the small dots on the top. Now go 1, 2, 3, 4 between all these 4 screens. And do remember, if you're in any other screens, click home. It will go directly to the first screen, as the first screen is now your home screen. And if you do want to change that, you can also drag them left and right to do 1 and 2 and number 4 all the way. Now we have done all the personalization for this screen and the dashboard. Let's quickly go through the basic functions that's available on this screen. First thing, this is how your home screen looks like. Again, we explained you can personalize. Under your home screen, you can also quickly directly go to your climate controls, and under the climate control you can change the directions for the fan, change the temperature on the passenger, on the drivers. Also you can sync, unsync to connect or disconnect both temperatures. You can make it larger or smaller for the fan speed. You can make auto fan speed as well. Auto, you get auto soft, auto normal, and auto fast under different degrees. AC is available or disengageable. Over here, click the menu. Now override this part so you can have a wider menu over here. Next one, you have seat options. You can do cooling and heated seats if that function is available. The nice thing is, if your aircon is cooling, automatically it will go into the cooling part. Click home, then you can go 1 and 2 and 3 or cancel. That's also possible. Click over here, that's the rear, so you can activate rear thermal comfort options. That's also available. You can also lock rear thermal comfort controls if you do not want the kids at the back to control anything. So that's also possible. Otherwise, go home. That's the home screen. Under the home screen, you can also swipe down to quickly check a few things. This is the couple messages when you start the vehicle about your profile and things. Over here, you can select your profile. The profile select means you can create different profiles onto the screen. That means your ambient lightings, your settings about how you personalize this dashboard and things will be memorized in different profiles. That also means if someone is driving your vehicle and they changed a few settings, do not worry, you just need to go back to your user next time and reset them up. So that's available. Over here, you can delete or connect your privacy data settings. You can change the brightness quickly, you can change devices quickly, you can also turn on and off your Wi-Fi connection quickly as well. Now we've done these personalizations on the screen. Let's quickly go to the application drawer to go through a few details. Now before we get to the ADAS, we can also go into the car to quickly change all the ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. These shortcuts is available, or these functions are all available under here. If you want to engage and disengage some functions, you can quickly engage and disengage. You can also do a few settings about the maneuver activation and things like that. So that's also available. If you do want to save one of these functions to your shortcuts, you can also click the save icon. That will be saved under the shortcuts. So you can quickly turn some of the functions on and off, including stop-start function, lane keeping assistance, and rear traffic cross alert. Anyway, you get all these assistance that allows the vehicle to help you in city driving or motorway driving conditions. Now next one, you can also find your tutorial if you scan the QR code over here for all the assisted driving features, along with some other tutorials available on this particular vehicle. Anyway, going back to the application drawer, you can also do your climate, which we have done that. That's pretty simple. And you can also find date and time. You can select the date and time and click the settings to set up your date and time. Next one, you can also find help that allows the vehicle to do all the tutorials over here to find your user manuals and things like that. So there are many things that's available. You can also find your voice assistance and information. Click the application drawer again. We can find media, that's just going through the music, whatever you are playing on your phone, and the Bluetooth devices, whatever is connected. You can also click over here to change back to the radio connection. Radio, you can also change left and right to your radio stations, or click over here. You can find the stations list just down here. You can again save them to favorite if you like, and you can also do some settings of the vehicle and radio and things like that. You can also click over here to search particular radio stations or the names and stations. Otherwise, you can go back. That's the media for us. Mirroring screen, you can connect your smartphone to this particular device. Just go into your smartphone, connect to devices, make sure your Bluetooth has been switched on, then search this My Peugeot with some series numbers over there, or simply use the Peugeot screen to search your devices as long as your Bluetooth is on. Once you do that, connect everything and then that should work. Navigation, you can use the navigation over here. Simply click over here to type your address and all that things. You can search fuel stations, parking spaces, restaurants and things like that. You can also search airports, so you'll find airports all around you. I find that quite easy actually. You can also change the views, upright direction and 2D direction and 2D north. That's also available. Volume, you can do alerts, mute, whatever you like. Under the settings, you can also do many things about the display, about the planning and traveling, and also sound, and then privacy and data. So that's available as well. Over here, you can do the application drawer again to go into your OK Peugeot. So allow it, connect it, then you can start doing your OK Peugeot voice recognition to control the aircon, to call someone, to navigate you somewhere around the country. Next one is the phone. You can go into the phone settings. Once you connect your smartphone, you can see the call, favorites, keypad. If your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto is connected, also directly to go into your vehicle to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto screen. Seat options, because this one has the optional massage and heating cooling functions, you can also do that. Swipe left and right to do your cooling and heating, and then massage, you can also swipe left and right to start doing your massage and seats, whatever you like. And then bolster, you can also change all your bolsters if you wish to, so that's also possible, left and right, to adjust your driver and passenger settings. Now last one is the setting menu. Under the setting menu, you do have profile, which we talked about. You can create your profile, set your profile, change whatever you like under the profile. So it's easy and nice to get used to everything, all the functions you need. Next one is the customization. You can customize the layout of these two screens, which you have done that on the first part. You can also change the interior color. That's available on this vehicle. 8 colors to choose from: blue, green, red, whatever you like. Connectivity, you can change your device's settings, Wi-Fi and all that things. You can see your device list just down here. System, you can see your system information from language, from units, and from temperature, and do all the reset if you wish to. Next one is the brightness. You can change the brightness on this vehicle, left and right, to do whatever you like. If that allows you to change that, you can also do your interior lighting to go large or small for the ambient lighting that's around the vehicle. Audio, you can change the sound settings to neutral, dynamic, to change the equalizer, to change the bass if you like to. So that's also available. Under the equalizer, you can also change your balance, and you can also reset the vehicle settings over here. Next one is the vehicle. You can change the vehicle lighting, guide me home, adaptive lighting, and also the auto high beam is also available on this vehicle. And then you can also have vehicle access, unlock the doors, driver only, boot only, motorized boot or doors, and the hands-free opening, auto hands-free access, driver welcome, and then disable door mirror folding. You can also do acoustic feedback while locking as well. Next one is the voice assistance that allows you to go into the voice assistant settings. Then you also can do vehicle updates when the vehicle is connected to the internet using Wi-Fi connection. Last one, you can also see connected services, which is not available in New Zealand. But yeah, that's pretty much a run through of how these functions and how these 2 screens or 3 screens works on a Peugeot vehicle. Alright, that's the end of this video. I hope you found the video helpful. The best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.